Hey everybody, welcome to Keep It Simple. We are in day 53. We have a push and pull day, which means we're going to be getting into the chest and the back. I have a set of 20-pound dumbbells and I'm going to be using my pull-up bar with my handy dandy assistance band. If you don't have a pull-up bar, you can lie on the ground and do an overhead pull with your weight, or you can do an overhead press. Sometimes that works well because it has the same kind of motion, but you're pushing instead of pulling. And we have our foam roller that we're going to be starting with. So let's get started there. I think I told you I have a set of 20-pound dumbbells, but in case I didn't, I have a set of 20-pound dumbbells. That's what I'm going to be using. And we're just going to get a full body roll here going. So start with your roller on the base of your scapula and lift your hips and just roll up and down. You can stay a little longer at any point on the back that you would like to. I know that we all have different things going on, different things that we're feeling, different spots that take a little more time and love and attention to keep happy. We have rain going on today, so I get to hear the pitter-patter of the rain while we do our workout. Always a good idea to, get some tea and read a book in the rain, but also grab a workout too. All right, just a couple more up and down here. And then let's move on down into those glutes. So sit up on your roller and then just take that short little move up and down. Not a very big range here. Just rotate a little bit left and right. Just like we did on the back, take a little extra time if anything needs a little more attention. Give it the attention it needs. Okay, we're going to roll on down into those hamstrings. Try to relax your feet so you're not holding too much tension. Just let the pressure of the legs, the weight, dead weight of those legs push into the roller. Go ahead and try and connect with your breath. It's good to breathe in and out through the nose if possible. And then let's roll on down into the calves. Open your toes out. And then to the inside of the calf. Okay, and then we'll get the quads. So flip it on over. Put your roller at the top of the knees or just above the knees, and then rest on your forearms and push forward and back. Roll around side to side. Find where those quads need a little bit more time and attention. Hopefully the constant rolling has taken away some of the tenderness that you feel when you roll. The more tender that you are when you roll, then the tighter that kind of indicates that your fascia is, and the more rolling that you need in the long run. So keep it up, stay focused on those spots and parts that are tender. You can always just stay put in one spot and kind of breathe. All right, one more pass, and then let's get rid of that roller. We're going to extend our arms out in front of us, hit up our child's pose. So put your big toes together, put your knees super duper wide, keep your elbows up off the mat and let your hips kind of rock left and right. Just feel what's going on, slide your shoulder blades down. Find that grip from your fingertips into the mat. Find your breath again, in and out the nose. And then let's come up to our hands and knees and hit our cat-cow. Get some movement into the spine. Get some grab in through the core. Link your movement to the breath. Pull that belly in tight. And then sit back on your heels. Take your hands behind your back and then let your head drop back for me. We very rarely get our head up this direction, constantly looking down at our phone, computer, whatever else. Rotate your head to the left and then to the right. And then just notice how it's feeling. Relax those shoulders down and away. All right, and release. We're going to stretch our wrists real quick. We are going to be doing some push-ups. If you don't do push-ups, that's fine. You can grab your weights and do an alternate exercise from the floor. So we're going to start off with 5 tricep push-ups, military push-ups. So that's where your hands are super duper tight in underneath your shoulders, and then the shoulders come even more forward over your fingertips. And we're only going to do 5 there. If you don't do those, you can grab your weights, lie on your back, keep your elbows in close and do your tricep press. We've done several of those, so I think you can get those going. From there, we're going to do our 5 pull-ups. If you don't do pull-ups, you can stay on the ground and reach your arms straight overhead with your weight. From there, we're going to do 10 standard push-ups. You can do a chest press as an alternate, and then we're going to do 10 scapula squeezes. So we'll stand up and just focus on squeezing those scapula together. From there, we're going to do 10 clean and press, which is going to try to get our intensity up just a teeny bit. And then we're going to hit a plank set. And we'll see how many rounds we get through. Okay, so we're going to start off with those tricep push-ups. You can stay on your knees for sure. They're a little bit more difficult, but we only have 5. The big deal here is to keep that core super duper solid and your elbows squeezed in tight. So drop in and push. We're feeling the triceps grab here. Work with your breath. Make sure that you have even push, even weight distribution through those hands. 5. 5 feels so good. Totally doable. Into that strap. Grab around your bar. Make sure that the core is always strong. Be in control of that drop back to the ground. You can always do a dead hang as well and just engage your back and hold your body weight on that bar if pulling up is a little bit too difficult for you still at this point. Pull-ups are tough. I still struggle. I've been doing them for a long time. Okay, standard push-ups, your hands are going to be just outside your shoulders. Make sure the shoulders are still forward, the core still strong. Only 10. So let's go for some range. Make sure that the hips stay in line with the shoulders. Focus on your chest pushing up. And we're not in a rush. Push-ups don't need to be done fast. 10. They need to be controlled. Drop for your range, and then get that full extension to the top. Okay, for your scapula squeeze, the focus is pulling those shoulder blades together on your back. So don't really worry about how high your elbows get. Get your back nice and flat, shoulders and hips square, and then squeeze. Shoulder blades together, hold a split second, and then release, but keep your back flat. So we're not rounding, super focused. 4, we're going to 10, we're just at 5. 6, this is our pull. Get that squeeze, you're just pulling shoulder blades together. Double check your core. 9, build those back muscles. 10. Okay, for a clean and press, what you're going to do is you're going to hinge forward, grab your core, palms are forward, you clean your weights up, then press overhead. Okay, if you don't do the press portion, just try doing the clean, or you can just hit the deadlift. Whatever works for your body, but we're going to try to get this pull here and push overhead. Use your core, your back, your legs. 5. 7, belly locks. You got it. 9, 10. Perfect. Oh, I haven't done those in a while. So good. Okay, down on the ground, straight into your plank. And go. Chest up between your forearms, tailbone tucks under, belly locks in. Start to learn how to put the work in your core. So find traction. You're pushing into the forearms. You're pulling those elbows back toward your toes. You're finding lift in the hips through flexion of the abdomen. Maybe hover forward a little more. Further forward you get, more difficult it's going to be. But you have to find your flexion in the core. That's what we're going for. Let's see here. We have 10 seconds left. Flex and hold. From here, we're going to go into our side plank. 3, 2. If you need to drop onto your knee, feel free to drop onto your bottom knee, or you can take your top leg and fold it behind and help push a little bit. Use flexion from your glutes. Of course, the core up in your back. I have to watch, make sure I can keep my hips leveled, parallel to the wall behind you. 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Lift it up. Feel the flexion. We're not just counting down, right? We're really building the muscle. Feeling the body strengthen. Become controlled. Health and longevity. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, take a quick child's pose, and then we're going to go back into our tricep push-up, or you can do that tricep press. Okay, high plank. Bring your shoulders up past your fingertips. Here we go for 5. Drop nice and deep. Push through those triceps. 5. You can really feel the core grabbing after the plank set. I like it. All right, foot up into that strap. And we're going to do our 5 pull-ups. Find the back. No matter what you're doing, whatever your alternate might be, find the back. Okay, now we're going to find our chest. Standard push-up, hands just a little wider. Still find your elbows at a little bit of an angle back, so they're not pointing out wide. Ten. All right. Here for our scapula squeeze. Hinge it forward, find those core muscles. Then find your back, upper back. You can also do these without weight. If you're struggling to feel the back, I would recommend putting the weight down and just pulling your arms. Just like with our core, we can find flexion without weight. We need to find that same mind to muscle connection in your back. That's why a lot of times we end up with neck and shoulder problems, is because we don't use the back like we should. But we've got to be able to find those back muscles in order to utilize them well. 2 more. and 10. Good. All right. Clean and press. Core strong. Hinge, clean, and press. Use a little push press there at the top. We're getting into the back to get that press overhead. Keep the core solid. Belly, legs, back. This is 9, 10. All right. Hinge over those legs. Walk it forward. And 3, 2, and start your plank. 1 minute in the front. Flex it in. Tighten it up. Timing's going good. Rounds are building already. Feel that spiral flex. So screw your toes into the ground. Tighten through that core. Try to find your breath. Level it off. Lengthen through the back at the same time that you're finding flexion through the front of the body. We only have 7 seconds left here. 3, 2, turn to that first side. Lift it up, flex it over. Stacked up hips. We're not relying on our skeletal system to hold the support. We're using flexion of the muscle. Find the toughest way to get where you're going with your planks. And switch. Other side. Smile. That's the advanced move. Smile with it. Be in control of your breath. Nice job. Hang in there with me. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's find that child's pose real quick. Reach the arms forward. Mentally connect. And then let's gear up for our third set. We're going to start off with those tricep push-ups. All right. Ready, set, and go. Feel what's going on each and every rep. Make sure that your hips drop and rise with the shoulders. 5. They're tough, but I like those ones. Feel the core, feel the triceps. Okay, 5 pull-ups with control. All right. Standard push-ups. 10 reps. Locked core. Rotate those shoulder heads back. You still need stability with your back muscles. Double check your hips. Make sure they're staying in line with shoulders. Woo, those are getting hard. Remember that your push-ups is just a moving plank. You gotta keep that plank position, flexed core. We're not letting those hips sag. 10 scapula squeeze. Open the chest. There's 2. 3. It's up to you how much burn and build you get here. 5. So on those days when we do pull the elbows up real high, we'll have that pre-engagement of the rhomboids in between those scapula because we've built this awareness and this flexion and this strength. 9, 10. When you squeeze those shoulder blades together, you're also getting the shoulder heads to pull back and down. Okay. Clean and press. Here we go. Feel that core engage. Holding the pelvis neutral. 6, 7, 8, 10. Traditionally, those are done with a bar, and it's easier because they're not offset. All right, 7 seconds. We're going to start that plank. Ready, and go. Got time for one more round after this one. Breathe. Close your eyes. Scan the body. Put the work where you want it. You should be shaking by now. This should be getting tougher. "15 seconds left. When you exhale, see if you can grab a little more flexion and heat. Okay, turn to your first side in the core. Find that flexion and heat. Same thing here. Find it in the oblique. You're wrapping all the way around that rib cage. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rotate. 30 seconds, second side. I think it's awesome to work out in these non-temperature regulated spaces if you have the option and the ability. The garage here gets extremely hot and stuffy in the summer time. I start pooling sweat in the warm-up, in the just mobility warm-up. Here, I feel myself starting, but it takes a while. It's a lot chillier to start. I think it's really healthy for the body. It's what our bodies are supposed to be able to do, to cool themselves off in extreme heat, warm themselves up in more chilly temperatures. All right, tricep push-ups. Maybe your gym is temperature regulated, but your walks are not, or your runs outdoors are not. So that's good. Find those spaces and places that you have to work that body temperature regulation. I'm not sure if you know or not, but back in the day, we didn't have access to temperature regulated environments. We had to be tough, figure it out. Extreme cold, extreme heat. Humanity, 5, has built to survive. We have to work it to keep it going though. All right, 10 standard push-ups. Belly strong, find your plank, and then you have that moving plank. All right, get that scapula squeeze. Then we have our clean and press. Feel the heat in those scapula. 3, 2, 1. All right. Make sure you're ready. Get that push. Your clean and press. 10 reps. Here we go. Work with your breath. This is a power move. You got to generate power from the floor, from the ground up. Making sure your hips don't push forward. 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! All right. Hit up that plank. 3, 2, and go. Those clean and press, doing their job, getting the heart rate up a little higher, having to grab work from the whole body, generating a little bit extra fatigue. That's what we want. Find your belly. Burn is good. Discomfort is good. See what you're made of. See if you can keep pushing. 3, 2, and turn. Whew. Come on. Nice job. Oh, 10 seconds. 3, 2, and turn. Stick those hips up. Try to think about a string pulling that top hip higher. 10 seconds left. Find that oblique. Open the chest. Stack the hips. Find that alignment even in the side angle. And time. Woo! So good. All right, we're going to start off with a downward facing dog. Big spread fingertips. Push your hips up and back. Now relax the shoulder blades down the spine. Push your chest back. Bend your knees. Let your heels come up off the mat. Drive your chest closer. Pull the belly strong. Slide the shoulder blades down. Keep your butt where it is. And then slowly straighten the legs. Pull the elbows down and wrap them around. Perfect. All right, using your core, bring your left leg forward, nice and far. Drop that back knee down. And then you're going to bring your left arm up, twist, and around. So take your left hand behind your right hip, your right glute, open the chest. You should feel a stretch to the front of that left shoulder. All right, bring it back down and around. Push the left leg back. Find that down dog again. And then bring your right leg forward. Right arm comes up, around. See if you can tuck it behind your left hip. Open the chest, stretch to the front of that shoulder. All right, bring it up, back to your downward facing dog. Drive that chest back, slide your shoulder blades down. Okay, flip over. We're going to do our pelvic alignment twist, and then I will let you all have your day, or your night, or your afternoon. All right, make sure that left foot is in line with the left hip. Your pelvis is neutral on the ground. Okay, so feel shoulders, hips, and then your knees and foot line up. Your arms are away from you, palms on the ground. Rotate your shoulders back, slide them down. Now then, we're going to start rotating those legs to the left until that right foot, hopefully, can get all the way to the ground. This is my easy side. Loose, open, stretched, lined up. Learn your discrepancies, and then don't get complacent with them. Figure out what those little kinks are, what one side different than the other means. Figure out how to adjust, or email me or DM me. I just got a DM recently asking for a little bit of assistance on a Turkish get-up. Happy to assist. Not everything is good for everyone. Rotate back in, including myself. All right, right foot on the ground, make sure everything's lined up. Left foot across. Lower those legs to the right, hopefully until you can get that left foot on the ground. Stay consistent with extra stretching, rolling, breathing. I mentioned it yesterday, but the more that we focus on our out breath, the better. Any type of breathing though. Focused breathing. Listen and focus to what's going on internally sometimes, and then focus and listen to what's going on externally. When you focus internally, you see where you're holding tension. All right, rotate back in. Roll to seated, plant your hands behind, lift your chest. If you would like, you can lift your hips and then let your head drop back. Look up overhead a few times today. Let your jaw switch angles, your neck, the muscles under your chin, those scalenes. One of my clients calls them the lizard muscles. We don't want those crazy tight lizard necks. All right, good job, everybody. See you tomorrow. Keep up the good work.